And today we're going to be drawing
a spider.
A spider. Do you like spiders?
No, I only like tarantulas.
You only like tarantulas? Those are a spider. Are you ready to draw a Halloween spider?
Yes.
Yes. All right, let's get started.
We're going to start by drawing a circle right here in the middle of our page. All right, now touching that circle, we're going to draw a little bit bigger circle. That looks good. Now inside our circle, we're just going to draw a dot to make the pupil of our eye. And then in our other one, we'll do the same, just a dot. All right. Now down below, starting on the outside of the eyes, we're going to draw a smile that comes down and around to the other side of the eyes.
How's that?
That looks great. Now this spider's going to have some fangs. So we're going to draw a diagonal coming down, and then we'll draw a diagonal back up to make a fang. And then on the other side of his mouth, we're going to do the same thing, just drawing a diagonal down, good, and a diagonal back up. That looks great. Now we're going to make a big circle that just goes all the way around his eyes and his mouth. This is going to be our spider's body. All right, now our spider's missing something. He needs some legs.
Yep.
All right, so let's start up here towards the top, and our first leg's going to be up kind of high. And we're just going to go up, and then we'll curve it over and down. Good, then we're going to draw a little diagonal line from right where we ended, and just do a small diagonal that goes up.
Just a little line.
Perfect. Now starting down right next to this line, down here, we're just going to follow along and follow our line, but this time when we curve down, it's just going to be a little bit longer. Great. Now we're going to come right up here, and we're going to make a foot. So we're just going to curve it around and do a little U-turn here and bring it down to connect to our other line. See, he's got a nice little foot on it. Let's start his other leg on the other side that's up on top. So we'll start up here above his eye, and we're just going to go up and curve it over. Nice. So it looks a lot like the other one on the other side. Then we're going to draw our diagonal, just a short one. Then we'll come back down here, and we're going to follow along, curve coming up and down. Just make it a little bit longer. Good. Now we come up to our small diagonal up here, and we're going to do our U-turn, curve it around, and bring it back down to touch the other line. Great. Now let's go ahead and get started on our next leg. We'll come back over to this side, and just a little ways down, leaving a little space, we're going to curve up and back down. Just make sure you don't bump into your other leg. Good, and then we're going to draw our diagonal up. Then we'll come down to the other side of his leg, and we're going to follow along this curve, make it a little bit longer, come back up to our diagonal, do our U-turn, and bring it back down to meet our other side of our leg. All right, leg number 2 on the other side, same thing. We're just going to start with a little space between the legs, bring it up and curve it without touching our first leg. Add a little diagonal going up. Come back down here to start the back of his leg. We're going to curve it up and down, making it a little bit longer than the first line. Come up to our diagonal, do our U-turn, and connect it back down. All right, let's go ahead to leg number 3 on the first side. Give a little space. We're going to start our curve, and we're just going to bring it over and down. This one doesn't go up quite as high. Then we're going to add our diagonal going up towards the corner. Now we'll draw our other curved line and curve it up and over, following right along, making it a little bit longer. We'll come up to our diagonal right here, curve it around, and bring it back in to touch and finish off that leg. All right, leg number 3 on the other side. Give a little space. Remember, this curve is going a little more sideways, so we're still going to curve up and out and bring it down. We're going to do our diagonal up. We're going to come back over here and do another curve that follows right along but is a little bit longer. Then we'll come back up to our diagonal, curve it around, and bring it back down to connect. All right, spiders have 8 legs, and that means 4 on each side. And these front legs are going to go a little more down than out. So we're going to curve out and down, and then our diagonal is going to be a little bit more sideways, a little bit more straight sideways on these front legs. We're still going to come back up to his body and follow along, making our line a little bit longer. We'll come out to that top of his foot, that little line we made out, and we're going to curve it around with a U-turn, bringing it back to finish off that leg. One more, guys, leg number 8. We're going to give a little space, then we're going to curve out and down, and then we'll make our little line that goes almost straight out to the side this time. We'll come back up to the body, follow that curve along, make it a little bit longer. All right, come back out to our little line and do our U-turn to connect it back and finish that leg off. Believe it or not, that was the hardest part. So you guys are rocking. All right, we're gonna add some stripes on our legs. So I'm gonna use my finger. So let's go ahead, you too, let's put our finger on his leg, and we're just gonna add some little lines along his leg. I fit 3. You have smaller fingers than me, so you might fit a few more lines than I do. All right.
Got it.
Now let's go to our next leg, and we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to add some lines. Again, I fit 3. I did have to make my last 2 a little closer together. All right, another set of lines. Perfect. I fit 3 again. Now we're going to do this on each of the legs. So that's 3 down. Let's go ahead and finish off the rest. Using that finger to give some good spacing. All right, halfway there. Let's bring it over to the other side and use our finger to add line and line and line. And keep going with each of the legs. Leg number 7, we're going to draw a line, perfect. And let's finish it off with leg number 8. And done. Great job.
Thanks.
All right, we're almost done. Let's come back to his smile. All right, I just want to draw a little space so we don't lose his mouth. So I'm just going to start over in this corner and draw another smile across the top and finish it off on the other side. That'll make it pop. So if you happen to make the body black, you don't want your black smile to disappear. All right, grab your markers and let's start coloring.
You ready to show them our drawings?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You want to count? You want me to count?
Me.
All right. Ready?
Let's do it together.
Okay.
1,
2, 3.
Okay, I'm a little spider.
I love your spider. He turned out so good. You did a great job. And I love all the colors you used. Did you have fun drawing the spider?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a cool spider, huh?
Yeah, that was hard.
It was hard.
That's exhausting.
All right, well, we hope you guys had fun. I'm sure your spiders are turning out awesome. We look forward to seeing you guys again soon for another How to Draw.